What's up, guys? Today we're diving deep into the world of bodybuilding, but more importantly, we're talking about the mistakes. We all make them, especially when we're starting out. Trust me, I've been there. Back in the day, I was that skinny kid, always trying to hide under baggy clothes, feeling insecure about my physique. It took a 1,200-day transformation journey for me to learn what works and what doesn't. So, if you're tired of hitting plateaus and want to maximize your gains, stick around. In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 biggest mistakes that held me back in my bodybuilding journey and how you can avoid them. Let's talk about newbie gains. You know, that magical phase when you're new to the gym and everything seems to work. Muscles are growing, strength is skyrocketing. It's an amazing feeling. But here's the thing. I almost sabotaged my newbie gains by falling into the classic trap of the bro split routine. Yeah, training one muscle group per day, just like the guys in the magazines. It sounded cool, but looking back, it was a mistake. See, when you're new to lifting, your body is incredibly responsive to training stimulus. You recover faster, you adapt quicker, and you're primed for rapid progress. But by isolating muscle groups and hitting them only once a week, I was essentially slowing down my progress. Instead of maximizing those newbie gains with full body workouts, I was stuck in a rut, following an outdated approach. It wasn't until about 6 months in that I realized my mistake. I switched to full body training 3 times a week, hitting every muscle group at least twice, and let me tell you, the results were incredible. My strength shot up, I was building muscle faster than ever, and I felt like I was finally training smarter, not harder. So my advice to anyone starting their fitness journey is this: don't fall into the bro split trap. Embrace full body workouts, especially in those early stages. You'll be amazed at how much faster you can progress. Remember, consistency and frequency are key, especially when those newbie gains are in full effect. We've all been there, right? Walking into the gym, feeling the pressure to lift heavy, to impress the guys around us. I'll admit, for almost 2 years I was caught in the ego lifting trap. I was obsessed with hitting those big numbers on the bench press, deadlifts, and squats. Sure, it felt good in the moment, but at what cost? My form suffered, my technique was all over the place, and I was constantly battling nagging injuries. Here's the thing about ego lifting. It might feed your ego, but it starves your progress. When you prioritize weight over proper form, you're not effectively working the target muscles. You're increasing the risk of injury, and you're limiting your long-term growth potential. So before you load up that barbell with more weight than you can handle, ask yourself this: are you training for powerlifting, or are you training for an aesthetic physique? If it's the latter, then controlled movements, proper form, and moderate weights are your best friends. Trust me, the mirror will thank you more than the numbers on the bar. Remember, bodybuilding is about building a balanced, symmetrical physique, and that requires focusing on quality reps, not just heavy weight. Leave your ego at the door, focus on proper form, and watch your progress soar. Chapter 3, the eat big to get big myth. Let's talk about nutrition, guys. Specifically, the myth of eat big to get big. For years, I believed that in order to gain muscle, I had to consume an insane amount of calories. I was eating everything in sight, justifying it as bulking season. And sure, I gained weight, but it wasn't the kind of weight I wanted. I was packing on muscle, but I was also packing on a significant amount of body fat. What I didn't realize back then was that there's a fine line between a calorie surplus and a calorie overload. I had crossed that line and I was paying the price. Cutting down later on took months of dedicated effort, and it felt like I was undoing all the hard work I had put in. So here's the deal: you don't need to eat like it's your last meal to gain muscle. Instead of a massive calorie surplus, aim for a controlled, sustainable surplus of around 200 to 300 calories per day. Focus on clean eating, prioritize nutrient-dense foods, and don't fall into the trap of dirty bulking. Your body will thank you in the long run. Remember, building a great physique is not just about lifting weights, it's about fueling your body with the right nutrients. So ditch the eat big to get big mentality and embrace a more balanced approach to nutrition. Chapter 4, the importance of time under tension. Now let's talk about one of the most crucial aspects of muscle growth: time under tension, or TUT for short. For years, I made the mistake of rushing through my reps, focusing on lifting the weight as quickly as possible. I thought that more reps meant more gains, but I was wrong. What I didn't understand was that muscle growth is all about creating micro tears in the muscle fibers, and those tears occur most effectively when the muscle is under tension for an extended period. By rushing through my reps, I was minimizing the time under tension and, as a result, limiting my muscle growth potential. The solution: slow down your reps and focus on the mind-muscle connection. Instead of simply moving the weight from point A to point B, feel the muscle contracting and stretching with each rep. Aim for a 2-second concentric phase, lifting the weight, a 1-second peak contraction, and a controlled 2-second eccentric phase, lowering the weight. This controlled tempo might feel unusual at first, but trust me, it makes a world of difference. By increasing the time under tension, you're maximizing muscle fiber recruitment, leading to greater muscle growth and definition. Chapter 5. Track your progress, break through plateaus. Consistency is key in bodybuilding, but consistency without progression is a recipe for stagnation. For years, I made the mistake of training without a clear plan, without tracking my workouts or progressively overloading my muscles. I was stuck in a rut, hitting the same weights, the same reps week after week, and guess what? My progress plateaued. It wasn't until I started tracking my workouts, meticulously logging my sets, reps, and weight, that I realized the importance of progressive overload. Progressive overload is the principle of gradually increasing the demands placed on your muscles over time. This could mean increasing the weight, reps, sets, or even reducing rest periods. The key is to constantly challenge your muscles, to force them to adapt and grow. If you're not pushing your limits, you're not maximizing your growth potential. So how do you implement progressive overload? It's simple: track your workouts. Whether you use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or a fitness app, find a system that works for you and stick to it. Every time you step into the gym, aim to outperform your last workout in some way. Increase the weight, add an extra rep, shorten your rest periods. Find a way to challenge yourself. Remember, progressive overload is the backbone of consistent gains. Stay fit, stay motivated. So there you have it, guys. The 5 biggest mistakes that held me back in my bodybuilding journey. By avoiding these pitfalls, you'll be well on your way to maximizing your gains and building the physique of your dreams. Remember, bodybuilding is not just about lifting weights, it's about understanding the science behind muscle growth, optimizing your training, and fueling your body with the right nutrients. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share it with your gym buddies. Let's help each other grow and achieve our fitness goals. And remember, fitness is a journey, not a race. There will be ups and downs, setbacks and breakthroughs. The key is to stay consistent, stay dedicated, and never give up on your goals. Keep working hard, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay fit, stay motivated,